time again for Agent Spotlight, and today we have Mr. Ernie Plaza Sr. with us. Welcome, Ernie.
Hi. No, I'm just kidding.
So we have a lot of great stuff to talk about because you have a lot of unique people that you work with and also organizations. So I want to talk about that quite a bit. But let's start about your background. Tell me a little bit about where you're from, kind of what you were doing before real estate. Let's learn more about that.
Background. I got a very extensive background: pharmaceuticals, manufacturing for over 21 years, law enforcement, military, just retired last year, 21 years, and then real estate the last 7 years.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know about a lot of those things too. You did a lot.
Yeah.
What was the first one? What's the first job?
Which one did I say? Pharmaceutical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that pharmaceutical sales that you were doing?
No, actually bulk. I used to actually make the penicillin. So I used to be able to spit out the formula for amoxicillin, Diclox, Ox, all the cillins in my sleep. I mean, that's how I did it for 8 years.
See, that's why we do this. I had no idea you did that. I know a lot about the military stuff, but not about that.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
I was born in Puerto Rico, so I am Puerto Rican.
Okay. Yes.
Hispanic.
Yes.
But raised in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Yes, and of course we have so many agents here, I feel, from New York and New Jersey, which is awesome. So I love that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the military, because I know that is a big part of your life, and of course your business as well. And you said just retired last year.
Yes.
Fantastic. How does that feel? Like now you've had some time. How does that feel?
It was weird. I just went back to my unit to collect my flag and my certificate, and it actually says, Ernie Plaza retired, and I had it on my bureau for a while. It is weird because it's a chapter of your life that you store away, but it is of who you are. And it's actually the longest relationship I've ever had.
Yes, and you will never get rid of it.
Never,
yes.
That's it.
So tell me about the different chapters and organizations that you're now involved with because of the military and of course now in real estate. Tell us a little bit about that.
So organizations. Right here in Lake Nona, I'm part of the Lake Nona Veterans Club. We help service the VA hospital and the Fisher House. In Central Florida, I am the president of VA Rep Central Florida, Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. It is a national group, nonprofit. Let me see. Within Keller Williams, we have a group called MARN, Military Agent Resource Network, started by Grace, and Ernie Gonzalez and I joined her a couple years ago. We did a couple breakout sessions in family reunion, and last year, just this year I think it was, we just donated a house while virtually. So I helped start the American Legion here in Lake Nona. I was one of the founding members, and that's all I could think about right now.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot, and I kind of want to dive deeper into some of these because I think it's so important to who you are, and I think it also speaks to it's not just about buying and selling homes. This is who you are. This is your niche. You're servicing, your people, which is amazing. You've also had the chance, of course, Keller Williams and Keller Williams International is also taking notice of MARN. So tell me about Family Reunion, by the way, is our big annual conference. Tell me, I know Mo Anderson, who of course is so important in our Keller Williams life, is like the mother of culture for KW, and now she's involved. Talk to me more about that.
So MARN, a couple years ago, we had our first breakout session, and Mo heard of us through being part of it was an international group within Keller Williams, and she wants representation for veterans, for military families within Keller Williams. Grace has done so much to show that MARN is VA Rep in the background is doing a lot of the work, and MARN is doing separate work. Because I say that because we're so much joined in together, but we are two separate groups. MARN seems to be, I can't say the heart, but we stay to the Keller Williams values. And the last couple of years, Mega Camp and Family Reunion, that we had an event, we also did a donation to a veteran family or organization that needed help while at family reunion. So we're very active. We have the heart of giving, and we mirror Keller Williams. A lot of us are Keller Williams agents, so we live by the rules. So
yes, tell me more about what they've done. I know there was that huge announcement with the house. Can you go into more detail about that?
Well, what the house was, that was actually VA Rep. VA Rep National paired up with its partners, a lot of the big banks that donate houses, and they gave away a house. They fixed the house, they gave away the house, and they did it live.
Yes.
So within Family Reunion that year, they projected it live on Family Reunion. To go back at the other one, Mo has put into, when I was talking about representation, one of the things that Mo wanted was that each office has a veteran representative advocate within each office, and that's something we're working on. If you go to Marn, you'll see that we've been asking everybody to send in their little qualifications in a sense, and our goal is before Family Reunion 2022, we're gonna have almost every office having someone to represent. So they'll be the first representatives.
Fantastic. I love it. So also, of course, that plays a big part into your business, because I know agent referrals are a big part of your business. Right. So, of course, tell us about the growth and how that has happened, and just how you get the word out, and of course deal with a lot of military families.
Okay. So from one military person to another, I remember one of my buyers said, "You know what, Plaza, you keep your money. You work hard for money. You do everything right. Keep your money." Why I say that is because the military, we're so professional in everything we do, and then we recognize that professionalism out there. We look for the subject matter expert. That's a key phrase for military. And I just been saying, I live it. My motto is, I know you, I understand you, I am you. And it's just, I've been doing this for 7 years now, and everything takes time, and I'm pretty well known a little bit out there. I'm not these big agents, but I am a military agent. I live it, I breathe it, and I just take that to my clients. When they're around me, we're joking, we're saying the same verbiage. Doesn't matter what branch, we all know. If I say boot camp, if I say draft, if I say at ease, they know, they react, they love it. And that has brought me a lot of referrals throughout the nation, because agents throughout the nation know who I am. They know about military and about taking care of them right.
Yes, and doing a great job, and that, of course, gets the referrals again and again and again, right, which is fantastic. People want to work with people that are like them, and right, so it's such a great fit. And now more than ever, you really have to fight for our veterans who have VA loans when right, there's not many listings, and you have to know how to do that. So I'm sure you have specialized ways of making that happen.
I want to say something about that, because it's amazing that for everybody out there in Keller Williams land or any other land out there, everybody loves veterans. Everybody loves to service veterans. And I've been saying this already 2 shows now. Nobody's loving the veterans now, because it's harder to work. It's harder to get the listings. It's harder to write the offers. You got to be creative. There's so many elements that you could get under contract if you just be creative. I got veterans who are looking. It's funny, this last month, my influx of referrals have come in with veterans a lot higher. One of them said, "Thank you for calling me back and at least letting me know you're interested. This other agent didn't talk to me for 2 weeks." And I explained to him, this is what the market is. When it comes to veterans, they don't want you to cradle them. You just tell them how it is, what's going on, and you'll get it done. And they'll follow you every way.
Yes, because you care. You truly care. Like you said, you are them. Right? That's fantastic. I love that you bring up that point, because I know there is a struggle, and the things that have been said I hear the agents saying like, oh, we're not really, because it's harder. It's harder to get through it, which is not necessarily the case. It's just kind of what people's perception of harder or more money and things like that. And I think that they should learn a little bit more about what it truly is.
And that's the main mission of VA Rep. VA Rep is there to educate other realtors, lenders, everybody associated with a transaction of what are the benefits of the veteran. Everybody's having problems with appraisals right now. Well, VAs are not. No one's thinking about that, right? You want a strong offer, you want an appraisal that's not going to take 3 weeks, go with a VA offer. They're not taking as long. Why? Because they're not as busy. So you got to think out the box, and if you're with a servant heart, just like church, if you go forward without not thinking about what your pocket is or this or that, you'll be surprised how much better you do in business.
Yeah, so true. Well, you have had, I know you said you're not the biggest agent, yet you've had huge growth in the past year, right? Because we've looked at your percentage and it was a crazy percentage. Tell me why you think that happened in the past year. What's changed in your world, or what tweak did you make in your business to make that happen?
Well, besides having an amazing assistant, which she just started her own little career somewhere else. I won't say little, but she took another path. It was more about just following the MRA, and I got my assistant, and I was able to let go of some, which was hard for, us, right?
Do I hear control? Is that a control?
No, not control. It's just fear, right? And if you're not scared of doing something, you're not doing something right. You got to be afraid to step forward and take action, right? I think it was more of letting go, because once Felicia showed me what was doing, I was like, and just being more active out there. Okay. Volunteering does help you grow, and helps you grow a lot of ways. And that's what I look for when I see an agent submitting an offer on my house. I do a little research on the person if I have time. I have to be real here, right? But half the time they know you, and when they're talking to you, you hear it, and that goes a long way for me, right? So when I'm out there doing the opposite, I'm out there just living it, right? Just like, hey, I got my veteran, and I tell them the story, right? And I think that's what increased my sales and increased my listings, is that they see that I'm really out there caring, right? I'm in Lake Nona. I'm in the area where there's so many mega agents, but yet I'm doing all these other things. It's not hindering me back. It's because I'm loving what I'm doing, yes. Right? So I think that's what grew my business. Part of the AOC. Yes. Thank you, Dad. Second year now. Yes. And it's just, and you could think about, I have so many things going on, but yeah, I'm still doing okay. I'm still doing good, and I think it's just because every time I wake up and I go out there, I know what I need to do, and because I have the support now, the structure. Yes. So I think that's what it is.
Leverage all day long. That leverage, right. And it's scary to leverage. It's scary to be responsible for somebody else, and knowing that they're going to force you to get systems and tools in place. Right. And it's not always perfect, right?
Yeah, you got to accept that. A lot of OCD people out there, let it go, let it go. I did. If I could do it, you could do it. No, it's funny because Felicia would just chase me down the hallways. Do your calls.
That's talent.
Yeah,
that's talent there.
That's leverage, and it's good leverage right there.
Yes, that's good. That's what you want, a pusher. Yeah. So, any veteran out there thinking about getting into real estate as a second or third or fourth career, what advice would you give to them?
As far as a veteran, you already have instilled within you the foundation to be a professional, because that's all you're taught from basic training, right? Besides, hey, get up, do push-ups, there's so much that happens in basic training. It's a maturity of growth of someone within there. I remember when I went in there, when I came out, I was a totally different person. I feel anybody in the military, even family members of military, have a higher mentality of responsibility, accountability. So they go in it a lot different, and if they know what it is to give that extra push, where a lot of people let their mind clutter and stop them from moving forward. These people always look at things like, nah, let me just one more, and we never give up. So I think for veterans or military family members, I think they're a good fit because they don't stop.
Yeah.
So.
That's exactly what I took away from that. Never give up. That's the one thing that stood out. So true. And we have a lot of veterans here that are extremely great at what they do and giving back to the market center and community and everything else, which I think is fantastic. So thank you very much. You ready to have a little fun now?
Oh my God.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I thought we were done.
Rapid fire 5. So I have not told Ernie what these questions are going to be. These are some fun questions to get to know him a little bit more personally.
Oh my God.
I promise I went easy. So
Okay, please.
You did a great job so far. So here you go. Ready? If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
Wow. Time.
Man, we just went to a deep place. That's so true. I love that answer. And that was good on the fly. Time. Perfect. Did you have a nickname in school? And if so, what was it?
Oh my God. I was the little nerd that got picked on a lot, pushed through bushes. People don't know the struggle. No, I was just the little one. I used to get, everybody was giants.
That makes me sad. They wouldn't be bullying you now. That wouldn't be happening now.
In the military, it's funny because you grow up and become adults, and then you see those same people, and they're like, and you're so much higher.
Yes.
I thank them because just like my mother's discipline kept me out of trouble in my life, those bullies helped me grow stronger to the person I am now, and I could help a lot more people now.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah,
I see that a lot. I love it.
Military, they used to call me Plasma.
Plasma.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Plus the pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
That goes really well.
Look at that.
Yes. All right. Thriller, romance, or comedy? What would you like on your date night?
God. Romance.
Really?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay,
Geminis,
that's true. I know that about you. You do. You're right. I like it. What's the best advice you've ever been given about real estate?
She said she was going easy.
I did. That was a tough one. I'll narrow it down in the beginning. Like, kind of think of your beginning stages. What stands out to you about the advice you were given then?
Do my calls.
Get into action. See?
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And we say it all the time because I have a lot of people that education themselves to death, and it's like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut off your Zoom and go knock on a door or make a call.
That was one of Richard's. One day he walked through the office and he says, "Why are you still here? Go out and get some business. Look at all these names you had. Why they're not under contract?" And that night or that month or something, I think I ended up with 2 more contracts, and it was because I was so worried about making my calls, so worried about doing all the administrative stuff that I was not out there getting the business. So,
Yes.
that's good advice.
That's that leverage thing again. I like it. Okay, ready? Okay, this one might be a little hard too. What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you at a showing?
There's been so many. At a showing,
At a showing, at a listing, I'll throw that in there too.
I walked into the door, the glass door. I thought I opened it, and yeah, it wasn't one of those cool, but it was good enough.
And then what happens? You just act like
I was like,
nothing happened,
it bounced, you know. So it's like, oh, and I look around, they're just laughing. I was like, hey, let's go.
Did you get the listing or was it a showing?
No, it was a showing.
Okay.
It was a showing.
And did you get that one under contract?
Oh yeah.
There you go. See, it works. All right. See, that wasn't so bad, right?
I also, the most hazardous one was I got stung by a wasp.
At a showing.
Show in the house. Yeah.
Then
You
what
can't
happened?
fake these things, man. I swear.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we have a ton of stories like that. I fell down the stairs once.
Oh my God.
In a dress. It was not.
Oh.
They are now my friends.
Yes.
Thank goodness, because
Those are the ones that are the most friendliest, and they always call you too.
I will remember. I remember like it was yesterday. It was not pretty. So yes, I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. See, I promise it was not that
Thanks,
bad. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, we will make sure to put Ernie's contact information. So if you want to contact him for more information, that will be right there. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dad.
Bye.
Bye, guys.